courses and service courses, but also for political discussions and assemblies, and so they did a very, very good job to recover all the best things of this tradition in Barcelona, the school's tradition and the pedagogical tradition of Barcelona, and to renovate and to adapt.
Okay, what's the main aim, the principle of this movement?
Is to make a school who was rooted in the reality of Catalonia, to make a school who was in Catalan, to make a school who was an active school where the children-centered, so to say, children-centered, and far from these strict indoctrinating curriculums from the dictatorship, Just we need to renovate everything. We need to renovate the methodology, we need to renovate the buildings, and we need to renovate the teacher training. And everything was done between 65 and 85. I think that these 20 years were very crucial for renovating and changing our schools. And even I was explaining to some of you that at the beginning it was not possible in the public schools to make this kind of schools. So many parents and teachers started cooperative schools. When my children went to school, I was one of those parents doing cooperative schools with teachers. And we were painting the walls of the school, and we were helping the teachers cleaning the spaces in the playground, or doing everything in the school, and meetings every night to discuss what to do and how to get money and things like that. But this school was starting to be a Catalan school, the school of our children. And this has been a very, very strong movement. I think that the teachers here in Catalonia have been very brave.
So it was the year you said, 1960?
It started in 1965. And it started as a clandestine movement of teachers. It was clandestine.
Yeah, because Franco went...
Franco was there, was still there, Unfortunately, Franco died in 75.
2 years ago or something like that, I was in a conference, and some teachers of this period were talking, and it was so nice because they were talking about things that you feel so near, and they were talking about many years ago.
I think that there was a very strong movement, and I think that there are many of these ideas that still in the schools, hopefully. I don't know for how long, The new teachers, I'm not sure that they are so good teachers they were, the older generations.
What do you think they lost?
I think that society has changed, and this is society has changed a lot. Our society became richer, and everybody. The values, we are losing many values of effort and cooperation and things like that, and now it's more competitive, and then the parents are worried if the children at 5 years old, they don't speak English, they don't manage all the computer systems, and things like that. So many parents are sending children to private schools, which are not the best, but they offer to the parents what they are expecting to find in the school, but they are not the best.
Do you also have homeschooling?
No.
What's the percentage of private schools?
The private schools, we have 50, almost 50, more than 50% of the schools are private.
Private?
50.
Yeah.
Also preschools?
Also preschools, of course.
They
are private, but many of them, maybe 90% of them, are paid by the state. They get money from the state. So
private schools getting money
supported by the state.
What sort of support? Is it money?
Yes, the salary of the teachers.
Salary of the teachers.
Salary of the teachers.
Infrastructure?
Not infrastructure, I think. It's just the salary of the teachers.
And what about teacher training? Preschool teachers?
At the university.
4 years?
It's now 4 years. 4 years and a master since this year.
4 years plus master?
Master. Okay. Plus master. But master is not compulsory. After 4 years you
After
get the degree, the bachelor, so you can work.
So
it
only
used to
one
be
teacher
3.
in each group,
But they have also support teachers, no?
Yeah, we are.
Like
Yeah,
helping.
we have 4 teachers for 3 groups, and we use the other one to make small groups to work. For example, if we want to play with dice or with mud, something, and it's much more difficult, we want to be just with 6. We use the other teacher, and then in 3-year-old. In the first group we have un auxiliar, ¿cómo es diu? Someone
an
helping,
assistant.
An assistant.
Uh-huh.
But this is in all schools. This is the usual way in all schools. So our private schools, the private, the really private, there are few. There are very few. And they are mainly religious or very high standing. Yeah, they are Opus Dei, which is a kind of sect, a Catholic sect. The Opus Dei, and only for very rich people.
Or very expensive, what you say, Escola.
They don't get any support from the government then? Or
No, they don't get any support. And then the international schools, of course, we have the Swiss, the French, the German, and many Americans and English. The English, I think that we have 4 or 5.
IB schools? IB, International Baccalaureate.
No, I don't know. IB?
IB, International Baccalaureate.
No, I don't know. I don't know very much secondary, but no, it doesn't sound me. Yeah.
Right.
And we have also some religious congregations, and they have their own schools.
But for example, the 03, the public school is not enough, and many people have to go to the private one.
Okay, like
That's
creche,
another problem.
maybe.
Yeah, like creche.
And
Yeah.
what about when you compare these schools, private and state common school? Are they quality differences?
I think that the problem is not the quality. I think that the quality is quite high here.
Okay.
And I think that even in primary schools, the standards here in Catalonia are quite good.
Oh, that's great.
I think that is quite good. Private and public. I think that there are not many differences.
Okay.
The difference now is that the private schools, they don't have immigrants.
Or disabled children.
Or
you know.
disabled children. Yeah, because they can
choose.
refuse.
They choose.
And the public school, they are receiving all the amount of immigration.
Yes, of course.
So teachers have to work in very hard conditions many times because they receive Chinese or Bulgarians or depending on them.
Yes.
We have a special organization for the children, and we have a special classrooms for starting the integration, and everything is planned. You know, now they are not suddenly immersed in a normal classroom. There are a special classroom for them with special teachers who train them to learn the language, and to be integrated little by little. Yeah.
What about payments in private school? Payments, how much?
It depends. It depends on the school. If it is getting money from the state, it's few. It's very few.
Sí, pero ni en cada lo que pagan.
What about, for example, Catholic schools?
No, Catholic. These are very cheap. They are cheap because they get money from the state. No problem. No problem. But the private. For instance, yes, my colleague at the university was trying to find a school for her daughter. She is 3 years old, and she has been visiting some private schools, and the prices were 700, 800 per month, 600, 500. It depends.
Okay, yes, but in any case, it's not much money.
Oh yes, it's a lot of money.
Yes.
But many people think that this is a kind of investment. You know, not only in the school, because on this private school there are very bad schools.
Okay.
But there are some which are very good.
Okay.
No, so you can say all privates are good.
Yes, of
no.
course not. Of course, but
It's mixed.
Yes,
but
yes,
many people think.
Average.
I make an investment. I send my children there. They will have a good school, and at the same time, the friends will be from special families.
And what about the teachers' salaries?
The teachers are selected by the school. Teacher salaries. The teacher salaries in the private school, they are worst. They are worse. Worse than the public.
I used to work in a private school.
Yeah, and it was
And you
worse.
have aulas,
So which one is worse?
a lot of hours and less money.
Okay.
It's better to
Public.
work in a
¿Tú
public
estabas
school.
aulas?
Sí.
Castanés no la portaran a aula.
¿Sí?
Yeah. She